Hello. So it's the 23rd of January, and at the breach site I flew my drone this morning, and you could see that Ganymede has left the breach site, obviously on its way down to Grindly Brook, and Sefton there is left waiting for her turn to go down towards Grindly Brook. You can see there's a small boat on the right hand side. I presume that's the boat that's escorting them or towing them down. And then in the distance you can see there is two working boats. We'll fly down that way now just to have a little look. You can see the new gates on the towpath that they put in. They put those on all towpaths around the bridge now for security. Obviously the repairs are going to take some time, so that's a more permanent fixture. Here's the working boats, and they've got, by the looks, Selwood pumps with fuel cells on. And then down at Grindly Brook, I arrived this morning. It's very, very windy. I was struggling with my drone somewhat, so the footage isn't the best. I was trying to shield it from the wind. This is Ganymede being lifted. The crane was on the car park by the toilet block, and they said Ganymede was weighing in about 17 and a half tons thereabouts. And they had a low loader parked next to the crane. It's quite a tight lift, there wasn't a lot of space to do it, but it seemed to go quite smoothly. I thought they might have had to lift over the lockkeeper's cottage there, but they managed to do it quite tightly and straight onto the lorry, onto the trailer, which is beneficial. I believe Ganymede is going on to Aqueduct Marina, as is Sefton. Pacemaker went to Overwater at Audlam. Crane hire was from Steve Foster Cranes. They were the ones that hired that came to the Whitchurch Marina a couple of days ago. They've done an excellent job. You can really see how tight that is, going down by the side of the crane cab. I'm surprised they don't need someone keeping an eye on that. Someone running there. He's doing exactly that. He's going to keep an eye on that tight gap there. Be on hand to push it away if need be. Both Ganymede and Sefton came down towards where they're being craned this morning, and they were they came down quite well off, so they've got no steering, but they looked in fairly okay condition. Here's Sefton having the straps put on. They drop the straps into the water and then pull the boat through the straps. Obviously getting the boat balanced takes a bit of work. Knowing where to put the straps is a bit hit and miss to start with. You have to do a little lift and adjust it slightly. I guess every boat's different, where the ballast is and where everything else is inside. Of course, Sefton got flooded during the breach, so there'll be a lot of silt and water. Everything will be wet in the boat. I think after they craned them out, I think they said Sefton was 19 tons or thereabouts, so you can really see how much extra weight she was. There's a little lift, and then they've found that the straps aren't quite in the right place. So she's going back down for the straps to be adjusted. You can see my drone on the floor in the foreground. It was really windy at this point. I was struggling with my drone, so I did put it up in the end, but I didn't get a lot of footage, to be honest. So most of the footage of Sefton will be from my GoPro, but we'll get a good view in a moment. Lifting again, looking a little bit more balanced, still quite heavy at the front. Go back down again and adjust the strap slightly. Lift in again. Keeps going very heavy on the front. That lift, they were lifting and it was quite balanced, and then all of a sudden went heavy at the front. I guess there must be a little bit of water inside, which is perhaps running all to the front, and then of course the smallest amount of weight change will change the pivot points, and it doesn't take a lot, and then it becomes unbalanced. So with lifting them at height, obviously you've got to get them balanced correctly, so it's better to go up and down a few times and get it right, which is what they've done. There's me. I tried to take the drone off to get some footage. Thank you everyone for watching my videos, but please do subscribe and ring the notification bell. Comment. I'll always try and read all the comments and reply to as many as I can. And share my videos, that's really appreciated. As we can see now, Sefton is being lifted. We've got the balance, and she's going up slightly now. There's my drone coming back down. Really struggling at that point with my drone, so tried several times, but wasn't very successful. That's why I haven't put any drone footage of Sefton in. Got a really good view of the GoPro, to be fair. You can see there the propeller on Sefton is actually quite intact, which we thought may have been quite badly damaged, because obviously she was winched up that way. It doesn't look too badly damaged at all on the outside. Obviously she'll have a proper survey and hopefully get repaired, any repairs needed, at the marina. You can see her turning round now. The crane lifting up quite straight, and then should be brought round down the side of the cottage and onto the trailer that's waiting for her. This is really the final part of the breach recovery stage now. Hopefully then we'll move into the rebuild stage, which I will be updating you all on. I've really been waiting for this stage to finish, and then I can start introducing some other footage as well that I've been working on, so do check back for that. Of course, let me know what you think of it all. Do apologise for my drone in the view. Again, I was struggling for the wind. Hopefully this is a big step in the right direction for the owners of these boats as well. Hopefully they'll get their boats repaired and get them back. Everything's been done in a very controlled way, slow and steady, safely. And Sefton will be lowered down now towards the trailer, out of view. That's it, lowering down now. To go on to the next stage of their journey to being repaired. That's coming to the end of this video, so thank you all for watching. Do check back for my future videos of the breach and other subjects, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you.